Refusing Russian rebels was never an option. Accepting meant conscription, certain death, refusal, execution. So there weren't any options left. Their departure was arranged in hushed tones. Contacts called, belongings sold, papers made, money exchanged. This couple and their baby, 2 years old, who's about to be estranged from her wider family, to cross the border to a land with more opportunity. The baby's passed round to everyone. Her grandma says, just one more kiss. She can't believe that it's come to this. They board the bus and there's no going back. Everything they own is in their arms and this rucksack. At the border, the couple is silent. They hold their breaths as they both hear sirens grinding to a halt. A guard arrives examining the papers of all the people travelling. They hand theirs over, trembling. What if he noticed how my hand shook? He's giving theirs a second look. They think it's over and the game is up. Their pounding hearts make minutes seem like years. The guard takes their papers and disappears. They wait, and it's no fun. Unable to move, unable to run. They shift uneasily in 36 degrees with no breeze, and after an hour or two they need to pee, but the only toilet on the border is flooded over with cigarettes and contraband left in desperate acts of desperation by people like them. A few hours more and they're full of dread. Why is the guard not back yet? This is a reminder that these are the lucky ones who have the money to run on this trip that they're taking. Not like the working classes hiding in freight trains fraught with danger or lying in the boot of a car, or 10 families deep in a shipping container with children medicated and screaming, or locked for days in industrial freezers. Or boats jam-packed with women and children that hit waves and capsize, killing dozens too sick to swim and tired, leaving their loved ones traumatized as they reach for bodies, falling further and further out of reach into the darkness beneath, into oblivion. Yeah, they're glad that that's not them. All these families fleeing right-wing ideologies, subjected to regimes of fear and persecution, countries where they are considered less than human, tortured, broken, forced, and at the wrong end of a mine or a shotgun. So when the guard again makes an appearance, their hearts soar with cautious relief and reassurance. He hands them back their passport in a hurry and he wishes them a pleasant journey. On our soil, Irish soil, they land safely with her, exhausted, dehydrated and starving. You'd think we'd remember the legacy of our famine. They open their mouths and together plead asylum. But for them, this is not the end. This is just the beginning, because now they must endure the purgatory that is direct provision. You see, to me, direct provision sounds like something you might like to see. A direct train to those in need, full of comfort and provisions, trying to heal what hurt can be healed after what just happened. Direct provision centres are the Magdalene laundries of our generation, where we keep those we'd rather not deal with in endless incarceration. No man, woman or child can develop or thrive inside the four walls of a hotel room, day in, day out, with nothing to do. Remember their 2-year-old baby? Imagine she's 6 now and she has a brother, and they live in the same hotel room since then with their father and mother, and they go to school but not the parties they're invited to. Mom and Dad are sick of saying no. They're resourceful, but there's only so far 3880 will go. Their room door can't be locked for health and safety. In 6 years, she doesn't understand the word privacy. Mom and Dad can't own a fridge and they can't work. And the bathroom's shared, so even when you shower, there's a knock. No sleepovers, no visitors, no Wi-Fi and no pets, and this is just the tip of the iceberg of it. Their application isn't processed yet and no one can tell them how long it takes. Some people have been here for 5 years, 6, 7, 8. It goes on, and the worst part, her mother tells me, is the boredom. I just want a reason to get up in the morning. I've tried everything. I'm useful. I've tried teaching Russian for free and volunteering. I want to study. I just want to integrate. And I don't know what to say. I can see her hope and her mind is eroding away. And I can't imagine raising a family like this, with no space, holidays, no rest, Netflix, no days out with the kids, no money even for Christmas gifts. And it breaks my heart that there are children in my country who don't know any better than this. This family story has a good ending. 7 years later, and their mother's graduating, their father is working, and they have a house of their own. They have a home. There are others still waiting. I walk past that building and I think of my friend Rico, who waited and waited until all of his teenage years were eradicated. They were taken from him. Forced to share a room with 5 strange men that he hated, that forced him to pray 3 times a day. But he wasn't religious. All he wanted to do was come and hang out with us. Until he got tired of waiting and ran away, and I still don't know where he is to this day. The last I heard, he paid for fake papers and went to London, and I can't say I goddamn blame him. Or Happy, who's the same age as me and in the same hotel room. She grew up, fell in love, and had a son. Or the old man who got sick because his medication belonged in a fridge and he didn't have one. So next time you see Trump's cages on the front pages and children sobbing and you, like me, feel sick, remember we are not doing much better than this, and ask the TDs and ministers why it takes so long to process applications in a country that is this goddamn small, and why are private companies running private lives and making it profitable. It's time we put an end to children growing up in prison, and it's time we called it that instead of direct provision.